Welcome to round 4 of your match day analysis. I'll make no apologies on this one. What a game, what an amazing sort of feeling during and after the game. So well done, boys, just truly amazing. And thank you, parents, as well. I'll talk about that right at the end of the clip because I thought... I just thought, the teamwork at the end of sorting out the pitch at the end was just phenomenal. I've got loads of clips to share with you, and I might as well just start there. This was a medium challenge game against a team that's very similar to us in league position, and they were a really good team. Just want to obviously flag that. I thought they were a really good challenge for us. The objective of the game was out of possession and our shape out of possession. So a lot of these clips are the detail that we've been working on in training the last few weeks. I'll talk about the units today, so the forward lines, the midfield, and also how the defence could have been better in reading what the forwards and the midfield were doing. Again, in true spirit, this isn't calling players out. This is about your development and your development only. I think you know me well enough by now that we love all you under 13s players, and we want to keep you in the team for many years to come. So this is all about how to really grow through the age groups and through your journey with us. So, first clip is, I'll press play on this and just see how it pans out. Okay, so we there's a couple of phases here. No, actually, I don't want to show this one first, so apologies. I'm going to show that one last for obvious reasons. So, this clip is just as we score from the first. We score. And it's our setup after that. So just remember, we wanted to play 4-4-2 out of possession, and I think you can see the picture emerging here of our 4-4-2s, our 4-4-2. So big call out here about how compact we are. So we're now isolating into a single part of the pitch, which is fantastic. So just my first observations here. If you look at how compact we are in this zone here. With Cutsy, with Harrison, with Foggy, and with Hughesy. So how we're compact here, just and with Jack putting some pressure on this individual here. If you look at all the passes that we cut out, we cut this one out, we cut this player out here, we cut this player out here through Harrison's position, and then we cut this one out here through Foggy's position. The only ball that's available is this one here or the one up the line. So we'll just let this one play out again. Okay, so the ball, because we were so compact, the ball here then is theoretically there's one pass on, and we need to be better at understanding when that picture happens how we can then step in and win that ball back really quickly. So Leo, your position could be slightly wider and then ready to step in. I think just an observation here is, again, really compact in this zone. And then look at Jamie as our left midfielder out of possession. Bearing in mind he's our left striker when we win the ball, but he's our left midfielder when we're out of position. And just how deep he is here is just really, really good. And the same as Jack. If you look at how compact we are in the geography of the pitch, as a full team, you can just see, how we're all in this sort of zone of the pitch, which is fantastic from how we wanted to play out of possession for this weekend. So the play goes out wide. Jonesy, look at your body shape here. It's amazing. And Leo, you recover well into this position. And we don't throw a tackle in for them to get past us. What I really like here is Leo's going to put a bit of pressure on. I know Jones is putting a bit of pressure on here, but Jonesy then realises and drops off as the cover. and then just look how the balance is with Beardsy and Max as well. Max, if you look at Max's geography now at left back, look at where his position is, which is absolutely fantastic again. And again, Jamie is making that cover, and we've got some really good cover here with our midfield three recovering as well, and Jack just coming into picture, and Harrison will be coming into picture in a second. So now we're in transition. Jamie's on the ball, and we unfortunately lose it, but the right idea, it was the right out ball in that situation. So just bring it back there. Now we isolate. We if you can remember what our style is here, we want to switch the play. So you guys have stopped that switch by Jamie stepping in there, and then they go down the line, and Cutler drives them down, and the high ball is all that they can do there. We're cool, and we get it out through some really, really neat passing here. And then we force the ball out wide. If you think about how quickly we've transitioned, that's the main thing. And I think Foggy, you might have, if you'd gone down there, I think you would have given the ref something to think about. But I know you're a fair and honest player. But if we just replay that, just look at, just watch Foggy here, his transition play. So bearing in mind, he is right midfield, out of possession, and then in possession he's right striker, and he's playing that role really, really well. I actually watched the first 10 minutes about 5 times, just trying to understand how many yards Foggy runs in that period. But he's up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down, which is exactly the work rate that we want from our boys. So Foggy, well done, and boys, well done in that phase. I thought we were amazing. Oh, that was 2 clips that I showed there, so 2 highlights, so apologies for that. Just goes to show I don't rehearse these are straight off the bat. So this is an opportunity here, so let's just have a look at here. So first thing that I notice is geography wise we're really well compact, so we're not occupying the third channel here, or the fourth channel or the fifth channel on this side. We're very much occupying just 3 channels, or swimming lanes, which is absolutely fantastic. The ball goes in here, and we actually, if you look at how compact, I'm really, really impressed with how compact we are here. And we're stopping that pass going into all these individuals, which is absolutely superb. But look how the game changes and we don't recognise the danger. So just bearing in mind, part of the press is about applying pressure. It's not necessarily to win the ball. Okay, so we apply pressure to then dictate into a certain space here. Now, my observations here are that can we press to show them wide? And so if you look at some of our pressing here, we're actually pressing them into the pitch, which the player capitalises on by being quite skillful in this situation. So can we put them out into the wide zone? Jack, really good press here. If you could curve your run slightly to stop the ball coming into, I think it's number 10. So Jamie here, if we look at this picture, where do we want this ball? So if Jack curves his run, there's only one pass on to this individual here, and that's where we want this pass to go. We want this pass to go into this individual, not across here, because they would then have the numerical advantage if the ball goes into any of these players to get the ball out to their fullback. So if we could curve our run here, to stop that pass going in, there's only one player that can get the ball then, and Jamie could easily intercept it. let's just let that play out. Okay, now, where's the danger here? Okay, so again, if you look at this picture, we've got Harrison and we've got Cutsy here that are providing, that could provide the challenge into this player here. But the ball goes into this player. The ball goes in here. Now, could we step across, Jamie, to stop that and actually show them down here? This is that game intelligence that we really want from you boys in these situations, just to stop that middle ball, show them down the line, and then we can capitalise with the numerical advantage with that player. Now, Hughesy throws himself in, which is fine. This is all part of the learning. Can we slow down just before we're about to make the contact, to give that player something to think about instead of just running in and trying to tackle? And the same with Harrison. Harrison is actually trying to show him inside the pitch, which is interesting because we want to show him outside here. So if you look at his big step here, he thinks he's coming into this space, but he's actually coming into this space here. And if we could just adjust our body and show them out wide there, I think that would be, that would be a win for us. Now, if you then look, so he's taken 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 players out of the game with 2 or 3 passes or 2 or 3 movements. Now, the good thing is here, we've still got a numerical, numerical advantage. There's no numerical advantage for the home or the away team. But look at our body shape. So we're all directional. We've got the cover coming from here. We're going to put a bit of pressure on from Max, and Biz is providing the cover, and then Jonesy and Leo are providing the balance, which is a great picture to see from the defence. Well done. And because of that, we're able to, they're able to actually win the ball back. And then let's play their unfortunate goal, or unfortunate for us. So we'll play this a couple of times and just sort of see how it looks to you guys, and see if you can notice any of the details. So let's play it one more time. So let me just walk you through where my head is with this. So look at the congestion that we've created here, which is fantastic. I'm not minding that at all. I'm not minding that at all. Now, Jack has been given the challenge of impacting the game. So again, there's no sort of pressure from what Jack's done here. But could one of these players, so I'd probably say this is a Harrison job or a Jamie job, to press this guy here on the ball, because that's the left side of midfield. So out of possession, Harrison is part of that 4-4-2, so 2 in attack, and then that would then lead Jack to be covering this player here. So we force them backwards, which is a really good tactic of ours, right? That's a really, really good tactic. And now we're going to try and apply a bit of pressure onto that player there. So 3 of us have gone, but none of us have gone any tighter to him. The ball comes in here now. So if we look at this danger zone here, so the ball's just left the player's foot here. Now look at our players here. So I'd say at this moment in time, we're in good shape. Okay, I don't think we're in any danger here, because if you look at the detail, we've got Beardsley that's going to apply the contact, we've got Jonesy providing the cover, and then we've got Leo providing the balance here. Okay, so let's just let this play out for another half a second. Okay, now look at how this pitch has changed within half a second. So we've got, we've got Beardsy. Let me just pause it at the right point again. Okay, excellent. So we've now got Beardsy, so the ball's up here. We've got Beardsy, spot the ball. We've got Beardsy providing, again, the first contact. We've got Jonesy that's providing the cover, and Leo should be providing the balance. But if anything, if you look at our direction of travel here, we're all running towards the ball. And this is just a little bit, I know it's easy to say in hindsight, but this is that little bit of, can we be a little bit calmer? And actually, we don't need to win the first balls because we've got Mickey behind you. So ball goes up, and then because there's no ownership there at all, as in, you know, who's owning that ball then. Nobody truly gets to it. Okay, so learning there. Let's not write home about it. But I love this tenacity here from Leo to be at the ankles of players. And if you look at how we're dictating here, so just look at that dictating in the middle channel. So we're showing them inside, which is fine. We're not showing them in. So Cutler, fantastic body shape here to dictate. Jack, you're sending them backwards. And again, if we look at that just before, so there's only 1 or 2 passes on to him at any point in this clip here. So he could go, oh, wrong one. He could go backwards. He could go backwards here. He could go there. If he's really smart, he could go there, but that's a risky ball. But we're showing him backwards all the time in this clip. And then just look how Cutler steps across him at the right point. Not throwing himself in. Doesn't need to. We don't need to win that ball. Okay, so I think this is the bit that I think we could do better. Okay, so Harrison, can you predict by curving your run there, just to stop that ball coming out of this melee? Because we want to show them backwards into that defensive positioning. And then again, Max, could we predict this? Could we predict this now? Because you started to come, which is fantastic. You start to come here, but can you actually step in front of that player? Can we be a bit closer to then step in and win that ball before it gets to him? Because there's only one pass on there, isn't there? Yeah, if you look at how compact we are, there's only one pass, and that's to that guy. So can we predict that? Because that's where we could win the ball back a little bit earlier. Now, don't underestimate. This is a win for us because they're playing over the top. They're playing quick and over the top because they're panicking. They can't play through us. They have to play around us. And that's the only way that they could really, really penetrate us in this game. So don't underestimate how important those bits are for us. And a nice little cheeky nutmeg from the Unicorn Lover. There we go. So well done. Love that. Love that. Where are we on these? Can I win this one? Yep, that's done. Brilliant. Okay, so ball goes up. We lose the ball now. So just look at our shape here. Okay. So Foggy's really interesting here. He sort of recognises there's no need to press. We press together. Now, Jack, your intent here is fantastic, but remember, don't be that lone wolf when you press, because it's if we slow this down a little bit more and allow our teammates to get up the pitch, then we could actually win this ball back really, really quickly. So love the curve of the run on the press. You tried to stop the crossfield pass. It does go across, but again, this is why we need a little bit more composure about when we go, because we've got these 3 players here that aren't higher up the pitch to impact your press. So again, if you watch Harrison's movement here, this is what I mean by about being ready for the press. So he's dictating, he forces. If you look at that little bit of a movement there, so he's showing the player out into this space. And why is he showing the player out into that space? Because we've got the numerical overload. Then he shuffles in. So just watch that little bit of a trick for the player to pass, and then we're on to that player who then forces the error. So actually really intelligent press for us to get the ball back really quickly in that situation. Don't know when this clip finishes, so apologies. Oh yeah, we work a shot here. That's what I wanted to show you. Yeah, so we work a shot there because we stopped it from going through. I'm going to turn the volume up for this clip because I just think this is fantastic. It's a really short clip. So I love this. So from a corner, love Leo's position here. So he sort of go in, puts a bit of pressure on, realises the player's turning. But listen to Beards' call. So Leo, we've got you. And if you look at how compact here we are, boys, I just, so proud of you for being that compact in that situation. And Leo, well done. I mean, I love that call, Beardsy. That's exactly the communication that we love to hear on the football pitch. And because Leo was showing him, if you look at that ball again, Leo's forcing that pass because he can't play it to this guy, so he has to come wide. And Beardsy and the boys capitalise on that. So excellent clip. What have we got here? Bit of a handball there. We'd probably get a shot away there if the ball fell for us nicely. Okay, so this is that transition that I want you to focus on here. So if you look at Jack, loses the ball here, not got an issue with that, it's final third stuff. Hughesy puts pressure on, Jack puts a bit of pressure on. Now watch Cutler trying to get this ball back, so he gets the right side and he forces the error. Yeah, and it's that forcing the error that we don't need to put a tackle in all the time, because if we put enough pressure on, we're going to force that into the area of the pitch that they don't want. Okay, so they then regain the ball back. Now watch Jack's press here. Okay, so this is all the stuff that we worked on in training, boys, and I'm so proud that you've picked this up and got it into your game. It's just phenomenal. So, right, I don't know if you noticed that. Watch Foggy's hand. Yeah, so he's telling Leo that actually Foggy's showing him down here, and can Leo go and pinch it? And Foggy, this is the stuff that I can't coach. So well done you, mate. Well done you. I just love that you're seeing that picture live. Jack showing them down here. We've cut that pass out. Harrison is stopping the pass coming to this side. And now look at us all trying to get over to this player. Look at the pause point there. So if you look at our 4-4-2, we've got the two up front. Left strikers tucking in, providing the balance. We've got Cutler that's providing the cover, and Hughesy providing the cover, whilst we've got Leo and Freddie and Jacko putting some pressure onto these two players here. And we forced the error. Yeah, don't worry about us giving the ball away. I'm really focusing in on this week about us winning the ball back high up the pitch. So just watch that again. Could probably say Leo a bit closer, but I'm not going to cry over that one. We're forcing them to play in this area. There's no way they can get that switch on. There's no way they can play out any further. Let's just let this play out a little bit more. And again, if you look at that picture again, we've got the two here, which is fantastic. We've got Hughesy, Jack putting the pressure on. We've got cover coming from Harrison and Foggy, and then Hughes is providing that balance, and no doubt Cutler's lurking around here as well. There he is. And again, it's really interesting because my take on this game could have been very different if we were in possession, because you've just seen in those two clips that we're really, really wasteful when we're on the ball. You know, I'll just replay that and go, right, if we were working on in possession this week, this would have been a totally different clip, but we're working on out of possession. But think, if we had a 10 out of 10 in possession game as well as a 10 out of 10 out of possession game, we wouldn't be staring down the barrel of a 2-1 loss. So look how wasteful we are off the ball. We're so good winning it back. Give it away there. They're throwing. We win it back. And then look what happens again. And again there. Could we be a 10 out of 10 in possession and out of possession on the weekend? Because then we would absolutely smash it up, wouldn't we? Anyway, ready for dad joke number 1? What colour is the wind? What colour is the wind? Blue. Get it. Anyway. Next clip. Sorry, that was bad, wasn't it? Again, just a really, really good clip to go, right, okay, if we look at what we wanted to achieve this week, it was about how do we press and retain the ball back high up the pitch. And this is a really, really good example. Yes, there's errors in there, but we're making them. We're making them play this way. Well done, Cutler, for covering that ground and being that vacuum cleaner in that central channel, mate. Well done. But again, if you just watch that back, we're stopping them from playing over. So they can't play through. Look how compact we are. They cannot play through here. They can't get it to these players. So their 10 and 8 is exactly where they want the ball. This 8 was a very good player, and so was 10. But we're stopping them. Showing them wide. We forced the error, and now we're back in possession. And I reckon we could get a shot here if we checked our shoulder. But again, it's an out of possession week, and we'll focus on that. So it's interesting, the goalkeeper in this game, I think, really panicked for them. Was making some really, really bizarre decisions in the second half, but he's had to go long here. And again, I see this as a win for us because we regain the ball back. And again, if we were talking about in possession, I think I'd be giving some feedback out there, but we're not. Look at the hunger to get onto the ball there. And then just look how we crowd this area of the pitch. It's fantastic. Yeah, there is just no way this ball can go anywhere else other than this channel here. So, boys, this is just unreal from you. Well done. And this defending from Bearsy doesn't have to throw in. Doesn't have to throw in. And then we get the ball back and look how calm we are and playing out here. Again, not bothered about us losing the ball back. So just watch that bit again. We give the ball away. They regain it. We regain it. They regain it here. We show them wide. There's no way he can go anywhere else. Beards is cool. Shows him the shoulder. And then we're able to play out and switch the play, which is another in possession objective when we get there. And then they have to go long again. I mean, this is victories all over the pitch, boys, that they're having to play that way to try and break our lines. Just a real quick one on this. I want you to focus in on Jamie on this clip. So if you're focusing on Jamie, so he recognises here. He recognises really quickly that Cutler's putting the pressure on, and actually he doesn't need to. Watch what he does, and this is the intelligence that we need from all of you. So Cutler applies the pressure, Jamie provides the cover, and then look what happens as a result. We regain the ball back and we're able to get on the attack, actually a 1v1 there. And again, another win, because look where the player kicked the ball out when he was on a one-on-one situation with us. So really, really like just that simple clip. I'm not going to mention being good in possession, but this is good in possession. Okay, so last week I called out Hughesy for attitude, and I want you to look at Harrison's attitude to win the ball back. He doesn't always do this, by the way. This is why I'm picking up on it now. So I thought Harrison was one of our best ball winners the weekend, and usually we talk about him as being one of our best ball carriers, but this week he really embraced the winning the ball back, and he gives it away here and again here. But look at attitude, yeah, and winning it back and winning that ball back, and he creates an opportunity for Cutler to win it. And then we're calm in possession, out of possession here. So really, really well done to all the boys being calm here. Well done, Hughesy, for putting that tackle in. And then we're just calm. Just in this phase, just watch Will Hughes here. So who's on the ball? Is our left back, Max. And Max, I love this from you, but I love Will Hughes more so in this one, because yes, Foggy is on his bike again for the 23rd time in this half. Great in transition and out of possession player Foggy is. Don't underestimate what he did in this game. But Hughesy as well. Look at the game intelligence from Will Hughes here. So Max drives forward. Love this from Max. Look at Hughesy. So that is our right centre midfielder there. Our right central midfielder has recognised this picture and love it. Honestly, we had a situation a couple of weeks ago where Max did it for Leo against Hensford Town, but this week it's usually doing it for Max, which is I just think is amazing. So great game intelligence, and look how we recover. Look how we recover to Hughesy gets the ball back, which is just what a great phase for us. So well done, that man, yet again. Okay, so now there's a bit of a theme being in this area here, okay? There's a theme on the pitch about how good we are in this zone, and without a doubt it's because of our number 8, okay? And of course because of Jacko, but Foggy is the leader in this zone of the pitch, and he gets the pictures. Intelligent play, he drops off. Now, don't underestimate Jack's movement here, because where does Jack want it? Jack wants it in Foggy's zone. Of course he wants it in Foggy's zone. So watch how Jack just cuts that run, that pass out. So intelligent, Jack. So intelligent, mate. Now look at us. Look how that picture has changed. And this is what I mean, Jack, about how I want you to do this together as a team instead of a lone wolf. Foggy calling Leo on again. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in this picture now. Getting ready to pounce on this 5. Look how we block. Look at that block now. How is this player? I don't even think Messi would be able to get out of this, boys. So fantastic. And then we play it down the line into that safe zone. Now, this is where I think we could do a lot better. Now, where do we need to cut out here? The only bit here is the gaps. Okay, so if you think about the gaps, we've got 2 players here, and we've got a switch opportunity on. Now, can we? And I suppose Cutler could come and impact that as well. But can we close this gap here to stop this ball from going through the middle? Because we want to show him down that line. So our recovery run is actually, he's cut it in and then he plays it through, and they then have that switch opportunity. One more ball, one good ball there, and we're in deep doo-doo. Right. And then our last, well, penultimate clip here. Our penultimate clip. Hold on a minute. It's got to be time. It's got to be time for a joke. Got to be time for a joke. Dad joke number 2. What did Jay-Z call his wife before marriage? What did Jay-Z call his wife before they got married? Fiance. Sorry. It's bad. It's bad. Mickey was amazing in this game. I could do a whole video reel of him. Okay. Right, now we've lost the ball. How do we react? Just love how narrow we are here, boys. First of all, look at our pitch geography. We're actually in the half space here, so we're not even in that. We're so compact. All of us are in the 3 zones. It's just unreal. It's just unreal. And the fact that we could get everybody into a shot here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 players is just unreal. Great win. Just watch Max here. So I think my only point here is Max is having to provide the cover and not Jonesy. So Max has recognised the picture, which is fantastic. Max, big fan. The last few weeks have just been unreal, mate. Loads of variety of positions, and you just master everyone. And Jonesy, could we provide that cover there? And then we regain the ball back really, really quickly. Really great take from you, Jack. And again, if you think where we regain that ball to where we are now on the pitch, it's fantastic. So now what's our reaction like now? Brilliant. That's our reaction. Okay, so what's our reaction? Max steps in, we're able to play, bit of a shuffle, and then we're able to push them wide. They play through the middle, and then we're able to regain the ball back. Before I go, I wanted to share Jamie's goal at the start. So, dad joke number 3. What do you call a cop in bed? An undercover cop. So, Jamie's goal at the start. If you look at our out of possession play here, Leo doesn't throw himself in, shows him wide, force the error, which is fantastic. We make a mistake in possession, Leo regains, and then we've got the switch on. And you probably saw this picture 4 or 5 times in the game. About, if you think about our strength is winning the ball back on what side? On the right, because we've got Foggy down here and Jack that can do all that work, and Hughesy was fantastic in reading it, and Cutler was reading it. Leo, we need you to step in a little bit higher and be a little bit more aggressive on that press. But the picture of us drawing them in on the right and attacking on the left was something that was really obvious in this game. And look how Jamie wins that ball back here, and this finish is just sublime. Absolutely amazing. So I just want to replay that again, just for the picture. So Leo doesn't throw in. Nice and calm. Hughesy wins it. I'm not going to mention about being in possession there. Leo wins it back. We get the switch on quickly. And that touch there just wins it. And then the Trevella finish, absolutely fantastic. So, listen, probably, you know, if I think about this game, boys, just unreal game. Thought you were all just absolutely amazing. Tomo, when you came on, you impacted the game really, really well. Ollie, when you came on, you impacted the game. Mickey, I haven't mentioned you too much in this, but probably your best game. I love, there's a clip where you run out and you dribble out your goal, so absolutely amazing. We're going to work on out of possession in training again, just so I can start working on that defensive line, how we connect our midfield pressing with the defensive line press. Think about how we get those fullbacks pressing a little bit better out of possession. And that is me. I'll leave you with my final joke of the night, and it goes a little bit like this. So I'm an electrician by trade. I don't know if anybody knows that. I'm not really. But most people were shocked when they found out how bad I was as an electrician. But leave you with that bombshell. Catch you soon, boys.